I wonder if they've made any progress yet.
Shall we go check on them?
Well, any results?
Yes. Well, thanks to the boy here. As it turns out, he has quite the knack for languages.
Only because I've got the best teacher.
Careful, honey tongue. You'll give this old girl ideas. Huh? Now, child, I'm sure they're curious about the song we unearthed. Why don't you read it aloud?
Yes, teacher.
Song?
8-headed is the lord of the land, with 7 mouths to devour malevolence. Through pulses of earth doth base nature's flow, as he awaits the time of awakening. 4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn, in sight of the full crimson moon. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Therians?
Essentially, this ancient text you found is an annotated volume of drawings and songs pertaining to Innominat.
Annotated? Then hurry up and just tell us what it means.
I'm sorry. So far, we've only figured out how to read the song lyrics.
All right.
I take it we're still in for a good long wait before it's thoroughly decrypted.
Likely so, but if we want to find out what the Abbey is up to, we need to know what's in this book, no matter how long it takes.
What the Abbey's up to, is it?
I think we can learn much, even from the lyrics alone. The drawings depict him with 8 heads. One of them belongs to his main body, but the other 7 are his mouths. Those mouths consume malevolence, sending it along earth pulses back to that main body so he can awaken. The 7 monsters fitting that description are called
Therians.
Right. Now as for this malevolence, I have no idea what that means.
What about the second part?
I haven't studied much ancient history, but it said this world was created by 4 Empyreans: earth, water, wind, and fire. But they also call Innominat an Empyrean. Perhaps a war broke out between Innominat and the other Empyreans that resulted in him being sealed away.
But if there is someone to connect with this divine power, the Therians will keep spawning. And just like that, Innominat will be revived. If we assume that Shepherd Artorius fits that bill, and that he's trying to reawaken Innominat, everything lines up.
Which means our job is to find these Therians and cut off Innominat's heads, so to speak.
But where do we even start looking for them?
Remember, the song states that the Therians in Innominat's body are connected through earth pulses. If their job is to feed Innominat, the most effective place to position them would be at the earth pulse points.
Points?
The places where the power of earth pulses is concentrated.
Places with that sigil. Hey, remember the barrier that was keeping this bug in the forest? Wait, are you trying to say that thing's a Therian? And yet, it would explain why the Abbey was keeping it locked up. And there was that same barrier at the villa, too.
That's right. Do you suppose that was also a Therian? Does that mean the Therians all come in different forms?
Should we go to Logres and check?
We've just started deciphering the book. I'd hate to lose time on some fool's errand. I'd rather know at least a little more about what's in it before we make a move.
Something bothering you, Grim?
This line. The one about Therians being forever reborn.
I just felt the same thing as I did in Warg Forest.
The needle's pointing in the direction of Amenoch's temple, Palamedes. Do I recall hearing that the Abbey took that over?
Temples and ritual sites are often built on places thought to be rich in spiritual energy. Could the temple possibly be an Earth Pulse point?
There's lots of Earth Pulse points scattered all over the world. If there's only 7 Therians, most of them will be empty.
It's not like we have any better leads. If there's even a chance, shouldn't we go check it out?
Better than sitting around waiting on the book. If nothing else, we'll find out what Laphicet is sensing.
Just a theory, but if you were to kill a Therian...
What?
I guess there's only one way to find out. Never mind. Good luck out there.
Like this won't last forever. You, over there! Why not come take a look? Go on, take a good look.
Who are you?
The innkeeper's daughter. I happened to overhear you all talking about going to Palamedes, and...
Did you report us to the Abbey?
Report? But you already have an exorcist with you.
If you have any business, talk with her then.
I'm Eleanor Hume, an exorcist with the Abbey. How might I be of service?
I want you to look for someone. A mother and her child went to visit the Abbey grounds, but they haven't returned.
They've both gone missing?
Yes. The mother's name is Mahina. She's a priestess of Aminoch. And her little daughter's name is Kamoana.
Hold on. If she's a priestess of Aminoch...
Right. Ever since the Abbey booted her out from the temple, she's been regularly going back to make her objections heard. But one day, she never returned home. And now her daughter has disappeared too. I can only assume that she went to go look for her mother.
And you believe they're being held at the temple?
Oh no, ma'am. I just can't imagine Mahina would abandon her daughter like that. Kamoana is next in line to succeed her, so she's had a strict upbringing, but her mother truly loves her. Please forgive Mahina for her protests. I was just hoping you could use the Abbey's resources to track them down.
I will do everything in my power to find them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Like Kamoana, I grew up with only my mother as family. I can't help but worry for them.
Of course.
Let's be off, Miss Exorcist.
Hey! Did you know that in our grandfather's time, Southgand used to be an independent nation? Midgand acted nice with us at first, asking us if we wanted to form a republic. But once they realized that we didn't have a king, they changed their tune and declared war. Well, we got rightly angry and joined together to fight them off. We met the attacking Royal Navy on the high seas.
So there was a naval battle?
Yeah. If we had taken them up on their initial offer, maybe we could have avoided unnecessary death. The war raged for 10 years. By the end of it, both Midgand and Southgand were in tatters. What a waste.
Midgand is much larger and more powerful than Southgand. Why did the war last so long?
Every time Southgand was in danger, a big storm would show up and sink Midgand's fleet. It happened many times. We Southganders started calling these storms Aminoch's Fury, or Aminoch's Divine Wind.
Still, Midgand won, and Southgand was taken over, right?
Yeah, but even the great Midgand was forced to recognize Southgand's demands in the face of Aminoch's Fury. Despite our loss, Midgand didn't interfere in our worship of Aminoch, or lay their hands on our temple.
But now the Abbey has seized Aminoch's temple.
I just hope history doesn't repeat itself.
This morning, we always have the freshest produce. Fields like this won't last forever. Select cuts of the finest meat.
This is all your fault for letting your tongue wag.
Those cretins already took our temple away from us. Why did you go and tell them?
I never intended for this to happen, I swear. But they asked me a question, so I couldn't not answer.
You should have just lied to them. Kamoana hasn't been back in days now. This is all your...
So that's what happened.
She asked us to look for them because she felt guilty.
Eleanor, what's your game here?
The mother and daughter, you mean? That's on me. I'll search for them myself.
I don't care about that.
Well, what then?
Why are you actively helping us decipher the book, when we're using it to thwart the Abbey's plans?
You think I might be deliberately misleading you? Laying a trap of some sort for you all?
Are you?
I think you're a lot of things, Demon. But foolish is not one of them. I want to know the truth. I want to know what Lord Artorias is trying to accomplish. And there's something happening in the world right now. I want to know what it is. Unfortunately, little old Eleanor has never been deemed trustworthy enough to be given such information. So, my only option is to find out for myself.
You've got the soul searching down at least.
The Abbey and your band of rogues follow two different paths, but something tells me either will lead me to the same destination.
And so you don't see any need to lie to us?
Exactly.
And what'll you do if those truths don't line up cleanly with what you believe?
I'm not sure yet.
As honest an answer as any. Either way, it looks like you'll be working with us for the near future.
Yes, for now.
Hey, could I ask you something?
What is it?
About the Therians. I've heard you call yourself a Therian before. Is there any particular insight you have about them?
No, none. Artorias said I was one, that's all.
And that doesn't bother you?
Does it bother you?
Nope, not at all. If you're not worried, then neither am I.
I'm surrounded by freaks. But was that truly the reason Ceres chose me?
Velvet keeps picking on Madame Eleanor. They're total opposites, so I know they're just gonna clash sometimes, but Velvet takes it too far!
You really think they're totally opposite?
If Madame Eleanor is a white lily, then Velvet is a black rose. If Madame Eleanor is a soaring Pegasus, then Velvet is a wolf in the shadows. If Madame Eleanor is a plate of spaghetti carbonara, Velvet is squid ink noodles with seaweed.
I don't follow you completely, but I think I get the point.
I'm sure you understand. The two have nothing at all in common. And since they don't share anything in common, some fighting now and then just can't be helped.
Well, they both have beautiful hair.
Okay, but we're talking a noble exorcist and an aloof demon.
Eleanor sometimes treats you coldly, and Velvet has helped me more times than I can count.
Madame Eleanor gives herself fully to the salvation of others, but Velvet is bent solely on revenge.
That means they're both motivated by thoughts of others.
How is the cheerful and talkative Madame Eleanor at all the same as the brooding, taciturn Velvet?
Both of them talk to me when it's just the two of us together.
You're just trying to be contrary.
I'm only telling you what I've experienced.
Actually, I feel that Madame Eleanor isn't really reaching out to me.
It's all right if Eleanor doesn't want to talk to you. I'm here for you, Bienfu. You aren't alone.
That just makes me feel lonelier. Bien.
You two are opposites yourselves.
Huh?
Right then, let's finish this!
It's up there!
Go, Flow! Say! Call it jumping! Crash through! Dash it up! Go, Flow! Take the limit! Pull it top! Here it comes! Say! Go, Flow! Hope this works! Crash through!
And another one down.
Hope this works!
For two!
Crash through!
See this? Armor Crusher! Hurricane!
Go, here it comes!
For five!
Who's next? That's the end for you! What an easy victory.
I am invincible!
Take a look at this.
Nice! There's no better victory than a safe return.
Wow, they found a whole bunch.
I knew this would be big. What a treasure! Scout ship setting sail.
Don't get overconfident.
Crash through!
See this?
Shake it through! Crash through!
Hold up! Don't escape!
Out of my way!
Now, rise! Arise! Ascending! Angel!
Here's true!
Did you see my complete and utter victory? Did you?
On to battle!
Crash through! Take that! Crash through!
You won't get away!
Make a sonic
Overcrusher! I'll stop you!
Crash through! Make a sonic burn! Transform!
Shooting star! Hurricane!
Crash through!
Shooting star!
Crash through! Make a sonic crash! Shadow flow! Here it comes! Crash through! Make a sonic crash! Out of my way!
Caught you!
Here's crash through! Make a
Shooting
sonic
star!
crash! Shadow flow!
This fight is over!
Always ready to fight!
Crash through! Take that!
Hurricane! I'll stop you!
Crash through! Finish! Break the circuit! Make a sonic crash! Shadow flow!
Watch it! Front four!
Crash through! Make a sonic crash!
Watch it!
Shadow flow!
No escape! Hurricane! Jade Wing!
Take that! Crash through! Make a sonic crash! Shadow flow! Who's next?
Watch it!
Crash
Front
through!
three!
Make a
Hurricane! See this?
Shadow flow! Clear up! Set the heavens! Crash through! Make a
Shooting
sonic
star!
crash!
You're finished!
Turret top! Fake! Crash through! Make a sonic crash! Shadow flow!
I had no problems here.
If I'm in this 100%.
Guess it's time to fight!
Let's go! Let's go! Eat it!
Crash through!
You're wide open! Stars like beguile!
Ready to feel the crash through! Make a sonic crash!
No escape! Pressure! Let's go! Let's go!
Surrogate! Walls of armor! Surrogate!
Too slow!
Coiling serpent! Surrogate! Make a sonic crash! Ice edge! Crash through! Make a sonic crash! Shadow flow! Out of my way! Coiling serpent! Tip tap! Crash through! Make a sonic crash! Shadow flow!
No escape!
also part of the Reaper's curse?
It's an angel's blessing as long as we win.
Time to dish out spanking! Devour! Crash through! Finish! Lightning Raven! Fire mine! Crash through!
Crusher! Too slow!
Atlas Blade!
Blades
Here
of
it
wind,
comes!
slice them!
I said!
Hold up! Let's go! Not good!
Crash through! Crash through! Holy Serpent!
No escape!
Crash through! Shake the heavens! Here goes!
Blades of wind, slice them!
Who's next?
Air thrust!
Here!
Stone
Crash
lance!
through! Make a sonic thrust! Is that all you got? Shake the heavens!
Eat it!
Make a sonic...
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
Fly away, little birdie. Far away.
Don't waste my time.
Make a sonic thrust!
Too slow!
Holy Serpent! Crash through! Make a sonic thrust! Shadow Flow! Too slow! Crash! Crash! Swarm!
How's that?
Watch your spasm! It's gonna get ya! Twin Whip! No escape! Bring it down! How did this happen? Crash through! Stay slow! There!
You're wide open! Die or be killed!
Crash through! Make a sonic thrust! Here! Crash through!
You're wide open! Die or be killed!
That wasn't worth the effort.
I'll finish this quick!
Crash through! Stay quick back! Here! Crash through! You won't get away! I said! Crash through! Sonic thrust! Shake the heavens! Crash through! Make a sonic thrust! Shining moon! Whirling serpent! Here! Crash through! Storm! Crash through! Make a sonic thrust! Here!
No escape!
It appears that we're finished here.
Here I come! Crash through! Make a sonic thrust! Take that!
Not good!
Finish!
Eat it!
Crash through! How did this happen?
Crush it! Bubble! Wind lance! No escape! No escape!
Crash through!
Too slow!
Crash through! Wild Barber! Crash through! Storm!
Wind lance!
Crash through! Lock thread!
Up!
Here it comes! Crash through! Make it back! Take that!
Just how does this sword work?
Don't touch it. You'll hurt yourself.
In other words, the rest of her is fair game.
Not unless you really want to get hurt.
Guess it's time to fight! Take that! Devour! Crash through! Hit it! Break through! Take that! Devour! Crash through! Hit it! Break through! Take that! Devour! Take that!
You're wide open!
Crash through! Hit it! Break through! Take that! Devour! True, true!
Let's go!
Crash through!
Don't left!
Crash through!
You're wide open! Guys, kill! That's how's that? Guys like the girl!
Pierce! Here it
You're
is!
wide open!
Crash
How's
through!
that? Let's go! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
Fly away, little birdie. Far away.
Everyone ready to play? Devour! Take that!
Let's go! You're wide open! Smash!
Crash through!
Don't let
Hit it! Break through! Now take that!
Pressure! Eat it!
Take that!
You're wide open!
I said!
They were nothing.
Fighting is scary, but okay.
I don't think we have a chance! Take that! Devour! Crash through! You won't get away!
Air thrust! Smash them!
Shield crash through! Crash through! No mercy!
Wounds that won't heal!
Carve into flesh! Lethal pain! Take that! Devour! Crash through! You won't get away!
How's that?
Crash through! Crash through! Make a sonic thrust! Crash through! Make a sonic thrust!
Pressure!
Crash through! Make a sonic thrust! Crash through! Make a sonic thrust!
Smash them!
Take that! Devour! Crash through! You won't get away!
You're wide open!
Thunder
Die or be killed!
Crash through!
How's that?
Crash through! Make a sonic
How's that?
thrust!
How's that? How's that?
Crash through! Make a sonic thrust!
Smash them! Stone lance!
Crash through! Spirit release! You wronged me! Here's your justice! Fight in order!
Tremble!
Crash through!
Step! Not good!
Crash through! Make a sonic thrust!
Guys like beguile!
Crash through! Make a sonic thrust! Take that! Devour! Crash through! Take that! Devour! Crash through!
Guys like
You won't get away!
You're wide open!
Crash through!
Pull up! Pressure! Let's go! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
Rolling black fire!
Eat it! Tremble!
Crash through!
Step! Good!
Void fire! Crash through! Crash through!
Stone lance! Smash them!
Crash through!
Stone lance!
Crash through! Crash through!
No
Crash
escape!
through! Devour!
No escape!
Attack! Crash through! You won't get away! Thunder blitz! Crash through! Fire mine!
we were done for.
At your command, I'm ready.
Looks like you want to die.
Crash through! Really tough! Really good! Crash through! Got you!
Too slow.
Crash through! Make it take that! Devour! Here!
Up!
Crash through! Finish!
Pressure!
Mine! Up with the way! What in the world? This works! Up with the way! Crash through!
Let's go! Eat it!
Crash through! Turn that! Crash through! Crash through!
Blades of wind, slice them!
Crash through! Crash through! Crash through! I did it!
Sky's light begun!
Crash through! Down! Shake the head!
Let's go!
Crash through! Here it comes! Here! Spiral! Tail!
Not bad.
You too.
Don't get careless! Devour! Here's true!
Up!
Crash through! Make it like that!
Not good!
Crash
Eat it!
through!
Not good! Eat it!
Crash through! Crash through! That's no mercy!
Wounds that won't heal.
Caught me deflect! Hey!
Good!
Here! Holy serpent! Shake the limit! Crash through! Fine! Alright! How could this happen? Crash through! Make it spinning moon! Here it comes! I did it! Crash through! Make it crash through! Make it sonic drop! Shadow flow!
Forget the pain and
Blade
move!
pierce through! Crash through! Make it sonic drop! Shadow flow! Maelstrom! Shake the heavy flow! Pierce! Pierce! Crash through! Make it sonic drop! Shadow flow! What in the world? Crash through! Make it sonic drop! Shadow! Crash through! Crash through! Here it comes! Alright! Crash through! Make it sonic drop! Shadow flow! Take that! Devour! Crash through! Make it sonic drop! Rain down! Crash through! Shadow flow! You won't get away! Maelstrom! Crash through! Shadow flow!
I'd be so weak.
Too slow!
Spell absorber!
I enter the fray!
I'll try! I'll help you! Crash through! I won't go easy on you! Crash through! My head! Crash through! Crash through! Crash through! So close! I did it! Crash through! So close! Crash down! Quagmire, no escape! Down! Void Monk, I'll help you!
Forget the pain and move!
Hope this works! Crash through! Make it like Fire Mine! Fire Mine!
The pain and move!
Spell Absorber! And another one down!
Whew, I thought we were done for.
You better be ready.
Take that! I can heal the wounds, but I can't feel the pain! Get the habit! Lock the diamond! Take this guy! Make it like ice edge! I can heal the wounds, but I can't feel the pain! Crash through! Here it comes! Crash through! Now, rise! Arise! Ascending! Angel! Easy peasy! Crash serpent! Paint the town red!
Blades of wind, slice them!
Crash through! Crash through! Absorber!
How's that? Let's go! Let's go!
Crash through! Crash through!
Don't lag!
Clear off!
Welp, that about does it.
Take a look at this. Scout ship setting sail.
I'll end this quickly.
No escape!
Here's true! Crash through! Ready to lightning! Rain down! Crash through!
Let's go! Let's go! No escape!
Crash through! Better watch your... Hope this works! Better watch your step! Crash through! Here it comes!
Blades of wind, slice them!
Crash through! Better watch your step!
Air thrust!
Rock storm! Crash through! Rock storm! Crash through! Down red! Crash through! Moon!
No escape!
Thank everyone! Better watch through! Crash through! Not yet!
Up! You're wide open! Die or be killed! Who wants some next?
Split! Crash through!
How's that?
Let's go! So close! Better watch your step! Holy serpent! Crash through!
You're
Holy
wide open!
serpent! Crash
Who wants
through!
some next?
Better watch your step! Crash through!
Hold up!
Crash through! Make it like drop the heavens! Here goes!
This rocky shore just keeps going. Just don't step on any sea slugs, okay?
Why not? What's the big deal?
It's just that it isn't pretty. Their insides squish everywhere.
Yikes. That sounds pretty traumatizing.
Then again, if you pickle their innards, it makes for a great snack.
You eat them?
Oh, don't be a baby. You've had worse.
Forget the sea slugs. Try not to step on the coral.
Good point. Coral is alive and needs our protection.
Or maybe it's because some of it can be sold for jewelry.
I didn't mean either of those reasons. Although Manon appears similar to Maclear Beach, it was formed by a completely different process.
Now that you mention it, this area is covered by rocks.
Maclear is just your average seashore, but Manon here was made by the slow corrosion of seaside caves.
They were worn away by the waves?
That too, but mainly, it was the handiwork of a rock-eating species of coral, known as ravening table coral. Stay in contact long enough, and they'll melt your flesh right off.
Ah, so that's why it tingles every time I touch the coral.
Why didn't you warn us earlier?
I'll finish this quick.
I said! Too slow!
Quickness!
This works! Turning around! Make a sonic drop! So close!
Eat it!
Crash through! Make a sonic drop! So close! Crimson Servant! Crash through! Too slow! So close!
Crusher!
Crash down! Down!
Too slow!
Crash through! It's gonna get ya! What in the world? Make a sonic drop! So close! Here it comes!
Double haze!
One, two! That's through! Make a sonic drop! So close! Stay to the top! You're crushed through! Make a sonic drop!
Hold up!
It's gonna get ya!
Armor crusher!
Crash
See
through!
this?
Make a sonic drop! So close!
Clutch it!
It's so close!
Your style is really unique.
Just wait until I pull out the good stuff.
Move it or die!
Crash through! Make a sonic drop!
Slice them!
Make a sonic drop!
How's that?
Devour!
You're wide open!
Crash through! Devour! Crash through! Finish! Brick boom! Now take that! Devour! Crash through!
Up! You're wide open!
Crash
Who wants
through!
some next?
Finish! Brick boom!
You're wide open!
If you want to live, get out of my way.
Time to dish out stanky! Devour!
Hola!
Crash through! Finish! Lock and burner! No mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Carved into flesh! Lethal pain! That'll understand!
Let's go! Pressure!
Take that! Devour! Crash through! Take that! Devour! Take that! Crash
No
through!
escape!
Finish! Break boom! Take that! Devour! Take that!
How's that?
Crash through! Finish! Break boom! Take that! Devour! Crash through! Finish! Break boom!
Tremble!
Crash through! Rock storm! Crash through!
Let's go!
Crash through! Make it go!
Yes, I know. I'm incredible. Don't get careless!
Devour! Crash through! Finish! Like a dragon! Devour! Crash through! Finish! Like a dragon!
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! This is the Reaper's
Crash
power.
through!
Up! How's that? Barrage!
Take this guy!
Tremble! Blast them!
Crash
Barrage!
through! Up with a break! Not crash through! Make a sonic drop!
You're wide open! Die or be killed!
Whirling top! Whirling
Windlash!
Make a sonic drop! Ice edge! Shake the bullets! Crash through! Ice edge!
Crusher! Crash through!
Make a sonic drop! Shake Crash through! Make a sonic drop! Go!
Welp, that about does it. To dish out spanking.
Crash through! Make a sonic drop! Shadow flow!
You're wide open! No escape!
Crash
You're
through!
wide open!
Make a sonic drop! Shadow flow!
You're wide open!
Whirling serpent!
Let's go!
Crash
No
through!
escape! You're wide open!
Shadow flow!
Tremble! Blast them!
Stop fooling around.
But I'm serious about my fooling around. Guess it's time to fight.
Devour! Eat it! Let's go! Stone lance!
Crash through! You won't get away! Crash down! Crash through! No mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Carved into flesh! Lethal pain! Crawling serpent's gonna crash through!
You're wide open! Bubble! Crash through! How's that? Let's go!
Crash through! Shadow flow! Fireman!
You're wide open! Let's go!
Shadow flow! Take this down!
Let's go! Not good!
Crash through! Make a sonic drop! Shadow flow!
Barrage! Barrage!
Pierce! Shake the heavens!
We're finished here. Let's go.
Laffy said, have you been taking care of that rhino stag roast like a good boy?
Of course. I make sure to feed it every night before I go to sleep, since it's nocturnal.
How long are you going to keep on calling it a rhino stag roast?
I don't know. It's a new kind of beetle, so it's gonna be hard to tell if it's really a rhino or a stag. You're asking a lot of questions. Bienfu, do you like bugs?
Duh! I love rhinoceros and stag beetles both! What guy doesn't find them fascinating?
Right? So which kind of beetle do you think it is? Rhino or stag?
Oh, that's a tough question. But guess what? Miss Mugulu taught me a surefire way to tell.
I didn't know there was a way to tell.
Yeah, but if I do it, you gotta name it after me, alright? Come on! What guy doesn't wish he had a cool bug named after himself, right? And besides, Miss Mugulu told me that this technique is so good that it's only fair to have a bug named after you in return. So what do you say? Man to man? Come on, let's live the dream!
Oh, all right. How can I say no to that? Besides, we all did work together to capture it anyway.
Yay! Thanks, Laffyset. All right, show me the bug, and I'll tell you what it is. Miss Moguloo says you need to open up its outer wings and get a good whiff of the thin underwings.
I'm pretty sure I remember rhinoceros and stag beetles smelling really nasty under their wings.
Is it really that bad?
Why not find out for yourself?
No thanks. I think I'll pass.
Maybe you shouldn't do this after all, Bienfu.
You probably just want to hog the name all to yourself. Well, too bad! A real man never goes back on his word. If it packs a mean punch, then it's a rhinoceros beetle. And if it smells really zesty, then it's a stag beetle.
I don't know about this.
Just let him do it, Laffyset. He's already volunteered.
I can do this! Just you watch! This smell is the most bad thing that ever bad it!
Whoa! He fainted with his eyes still open! Hey! Wake up! Wake up, Bienfu!
Miss Moguloo, as soon as I smelled it, my nose literally exploded.
He looks like he's having a bad dream.
I spy with my little eyes a kiddo who's spying at my bewitching waist.
Oh, sorry. I just couldn't help it. What are those books anyway?
Oh, that's a great question. Since you asked, I'll reveal the secrets of my tomes just for you. On the right, I've got my household ledger in the back and my magic encyclopedia in the front. That one I mostly use for oil blotting paper.
What's oil blotting paper?
It's a girl thing. The two on the left are my heavy book, which I use for flower pressings, and then my super pop-up book.
A super pop-up book?
When you open it, it pops out with the force of a raging river! When an enemy has me cornered, I can just open it up facing a nearby wall and pop! Instant getaway! The only downside is that it's a real pain to try to get closed again, so I haven't used it in years.
What about the book right in front?
That's actually layer cake.
Whoa, really?
Seared into its batter are precious bits of knowledge. Eating it is just as good for your brain as it is for your stomach.
Wow! I had no idea that was possible!
He's taking this so seriously, I almost feel bad.
All of your books are so interesting, Moguloo! That's really cool!
There's no end to your curiosity, is there? What do you say? Want to take a closer look?
Boy, would I!
If you really do, then say, Moguloo, I want to get to know you better.
Moguloo, I want to get to know you better.
All right, I accept. I'll reveal to you my most private secrets.
Wow, so that's what's on the other side of these books. I wouldn't have ever guessed that.
What are you doing with Laffyset?
He said he wanted to see, so I'm showing him. You have no right to stand in the way of his desires.
It's my job to protect him as his vessel, especially from someone so wicked as yourself. Also, what you're doing runs contrary to public decency.
Witches aren't supposed to be decent.
These bindings with the locks on them. This style used to be really popular during the Meliodas dynasty.
Now that I know you're such a bad influence for him, I'll be keeping a closer eye on you.
If you can't learn to take it easy, nobody's ever gonna want to marry you, you know.
Like you're a shining example of marriage material yourself.
Hey, Moguloo, could you turn them over one more time? I want to see how the book's attached to your belt.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Moguloo, I was wondering about that book you have on your waist. The one you called your heavy book, for flower pressings.
Your curiosity truly knows no bounds, does it, kiddo? Okay, nobody else knows this, but since you're so interested, I'd hate to leave you hanging. My heavy book, the one I use for flower pressings, is none other than a collection of Bienfu's poetry.
Bienfu likes to write poems?
Yep. You'd never guess it, but he's actually just about the best Moloch poet around. Some people even call him the Great Norman Poet. Here, I'll read you my favorite one. If there is something unimportant happening to the east, I'm made to go there and back. If there is something unimportant happening to the west, I'm made to go there and back. I can never rest nor be at peace. Every day my life is a living hell.
That's heavy stuff.
Isn't it? That's what makes it so good for pressing flowers. It's so wonderfully, oppressively heavy.
Muggy Lou, your face has gone all sinister looking.
Looks like you want to die.